And so, Spider-Man. Okay, okay. Yeah, I have to mute you on that one. But we have a Spider-Man trailer. It could possibly be some of the one that leaked last week, but we don't know. Well, I know, but who knows? So what we're going to do is going to take a look at it, and then we're going to dissect it with our essentially our Marvel. What did I call you last time, Megan? Our friendly neighborhood Marvel expert. I think that's what I called.
That's what it was, because that phrase has been stuck in my head, and I was like, where did that come from? It couldn't be my ego. It could also be my ego.
Oh no. So it was perfect to have you on here tonight, filling in for Doc 2. So we're gonna go ahead and fire up this Spider-Man trailer right now.
What is happening to me?
Did you miss me, Spidey?
I'm losing my mind. I am totally out of control. I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
Oh my god.
Semester MIT.
Dad, who do you think is actually watching these?
Maybe someone.
Okay, well,
why are you doing that to himself, man?
What the? Dr. Banner, we found a way to suppress mutating DNA.
Finally.
If you see me with this stuff, run.
So could you get rid of the bad aspects but keep the good?
How would you decide what parts of nature are good or bad?
Well, sorry about that.
You're not one of my students, are you?
It appears we're faced with a threat we can't control. One we can't even see.
Ooh.
You're the only one who's immune to it. You're the only one who can sense it.
What do you think they're looking for?
Oh, see, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He's a little weird. I'm MJ.
You two don't know each other?
Oh my frick!
Yo, Spider-Man, you okay? Did you get rid of that monster inside you?
Think I might go see how MJ's doing.
You're not gonna get away with this.
But he might.
I didn't know you could get that big.
Hey.
But you're in danger. You just have to trust me.
Fine.
This whole thing can get really scary.
Who the hell is that?
Who the hell are you?
Frank, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
By the people who love you.
Just gonna let him go myself?
Love you because you're you.
If you're gonna do something, you better do it now.
Never forget that. No matter how powerful it becomes.
Oh my gosh!
I miss you, May.
He hit both the triggers on that one.
Huh. All right. Just give me a sec.
This is classic Spider-Man.
Oh heck
Not in high
yeah!
school anymore.
He has stretching.
Stretch you, a big stretcher.
Oh my god!
So good for you. You ready?
This, dude, that's from the video game. This looks
Nice.
okay.
Oh my gosh!
So
Interesting.
very. Jed,
Yeah,
let's start to you because you had the most visceral reaction before I even pressed the button.
But that's because I love Bruce Banner. Banner is my favorite Avenger Marvel character. So for me, seeing Bruce after a long time and it's played by Mark Ruffalo, I am just delighted. Oh my gosh, look at him! I'm so excited.
He looks kind of gray there, not green.
Okay, so that was my Meg. I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm so happy.
Are we gonna do the green argument again, like the Lantern trailer? Come on, people!
No, because this actually has some validity to the color change too.
They're inside with curtains.
So Gray Hulk and
Megan,
Green Hulk.
take it.
Gray
Take
Hulk
it
and Green Hulk are two different beings. So Bruce Banner has DID, and Green Hulk, the one we all know, big green monster, that is the Savage Hulk. That is the one we've only seen. That's the most popular one. Gray Hulk is actually smarter than the Green Hulk. He's much more calculating. He formed because Bruce Banner created this alter being because of his father's abuse. So he became, in the comic book words, he became what a child would see a man as, someone who doesn't take any crap, someone who sticks up for themselves and, you know, has that I'm better than you attitude. That's Grey Hulk, Mr. Fix-It. That's who. So if that's who we're getting, he's also weaker than Green Hulk too. So
Really?
we could be seeing a battle between Green Hulk and the Grey Hulk, which would be bananas.
That would be dope.
Any shot he puts on those suit and fedora, Megan.
Well, the fedora came
when that out after Ethan mentioned it on our last show when we reviewed a trailer. That I love it. I'm sorry, Megan. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. The fedora came, I believe it was after Hulk got hit by a nuke, and then he faked his death, as you tend to do. And that's when Grey Hulk took over Bruce Banner's body for about 3 months, and he hightailed it to Las Vegas, where he was a mob security. He had a job. He ran this whole thing. And that's where, like, you know, the whole vibe came from, the whole fedora, all of that.
But when I saw that one, I had to read that one. I was like, wait a minute. Like, I remember that. I was like, wait a minute. So I love a good suit and a fedora, man. You can't go wrong with that. But
so I have a question for Megan.
Go ahead, Jen.
So I love this hypothesis that we will actually see in live action the battle between Grey Hulk and Green Hulk. Last time we had Evan on our show, I asked about talking about within the comic book lore that Hulk actually remembers who Peter Parker is because he's in Hulk form, because the only one who's not going to remember Peter is Bruce. Is that Green Hulk or Grey Hulk who has that memory?
They all have that memory. They're all driving the same car. They see out the same windows, but only one has a steering wheel. And Grey Hulk and Green Hulk, they're both, that magic does not affect them like that. So they'll both remember who Peter Parker is, but I don't know if we'll see that, because the only way he would know who Peter Parker was if he was in New York when Mysterio told New York who he was. So that's really the only way, because they've never met.
Well, wouldn't from the cinematic universe, wasn't Bruce at Tony Stark's funeral, or am I wrong?
Yeah, they were there.
Yeah, he was there. He was there, but he wasn't like with Spider-Man. He wasn't like, he knows Peter from the funeral, or as Tom Holland knew it, as a wedding, because he can't keep the truth to himself.
Right.
I would have lied to the guy too. But just looking at this trailer, Megan, I'm going to toss this one over to you once, just like get my initial reactions out.
Yeah,
that's what we wanted to see from Spider-Man for a long time. I think there are certain parts of it. He's street level again.
Yeah,
I don't have a problem with the addition of the Punisher, Hulk, because I heard before we got on that you may have been wanting just like him to be the man. Like it's Spider-Man, with whoever, but let him go solo. So dive into that a little bit to let us know why you sort of feel that way about this, at least the trailer we've seen.
I don't think that's what's happening in this trailer, at least in the trailer. In the other movies we've seen him be like mentored by Tony Stark. We've seen him being watched over by Happy. We've always seen him being treated like someone who needs to be treated fragilely, like a child. But now he is alone. He doesn't have Aunt May. He is on his own. Let him figure out who he is as Spider-Man without being someone else being his crutch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to see from here, and that's what it looks like.
I mean, it makes sense, because it's going to be the first time in the cinematic universe that he's not going to have so many voices telling him who he's supposed to be.
Quite literally, because he doesn't have Tony Stark's tech either. He just has a suit. There's no Friday.
That's
there's
basic.
no Karen.
Bare bones again. So with this here, so we see his powers mutating, right? Like that's the most obvious thing to sort of pull from that. We see the organic web, which I've always been a fan of organic web.
Me too.
Mainly because of the cartoons. Every episode end on a cliffhanger of him falling and next week, like he's out of web. Like, come on, man. Come on. Better than this. But now we're seeing the black eyes. What, Meg, do you think we get 6 arms Spider-Man? Do you think there's a Venom thing? Do you think there's what's happening here in your estimation?
I think there's definitely his mutation messing up. I don't think we're gonna go full man spider because that is freaking terrifying. Like,
Okay,
no,
yeah,
don't
the
give me
whole
that.
face
I'm
and
not ready for
everything.
that.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, but I think we'll see him slowly getting there because we do in the first trailer we saw him in a cocoon, like
Yes.
wrapped
Oh
in a
yeah,
leather.
you're right.
He
You're
was.
right.
He was in a
Yeah,
cocoon.
so I think we're gonna get there, but why it's happening, I don't know. I don't know if it like Tom Holland has made it sound like he's going through something like depression in this movie. He's going through the motions of stuff that we've never seen Spider-Man explore before. So I'm curious if this has to do with mental illness because that would make sense. He's lost everyone.
He got the key
Literally.
to the city in the last trailer,
And he has no one to share it with.
Yeah, he was washing his suit in the laundromat, like with the key to the city. Like here's the thing when it comes to Spider-Man. A lot of people talk about like how rough he has it, and that's Spider-Man. Like what Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire, right? The man was running out on his rent every single chance he got, and that's like him in the gutter a little bit. I do enjoy that Spider-Man a bit, but boy, do they take you through like an emotional roller coaster with that character, man. And just looking at this trailer, seeing him have to see Ned and MJ, and they not know who he is. They don't know the history that they had. They don't know they grew up and went to school together. None of this. And he's just out here living. Why would he subject himself to go to a party where they're hosting or whatever however he finds them?
I mean, he's alone. This is the only party in the world that he will know two people at. They won't know him, but he will know them, and he could be trying to get close to them, which he obviously is because he ends up in Ned's room. So I'm not here to judge, but they do end up in the same room, and then MJ shows up. I am curious why Ned didn't know MJ. Like, wouldn't you know that?
That he didn't know?
Well, because he said, "Oh, you and MJ don't know each other." And it's like, why would they know each other? Ned, but that's just a little thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That could be a situation where it's like BVS, where Batman knows Wonder Woman, and he's like, "Is she with you? I thought she was with you." Like, come on, man, you got the picture of her. Like, you knew who it was. You told her to do this. That's why she's here. Never mind. Wrong movie. Wrong franchise.
Could
Go on.
I was going to say, could that be a little bit of possible cherry picking as far as what they do in the story?
I think so. Or it could have something big to do in the story. Like, I keep calling him Tom Holland. Peter starts talking to Ned and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's MJ's favorite too." Not remembering that he's not supposed to know them. And it could all like,
I could see that happen. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I could like lead to like, how do you know so much about us? What's your problem? Just tell me the truth. That whole thing.
Are you a stalker?
Well, it looks like Ned's doing the stalking because he has a board.
That has a whole whiteboard.
I'm sure somebody
Spidey tracker online right now. Like,
I'm sure somebody has like zoomed into that wall by now. I'm sure that'll be the next thing to sort of see what they can cherry pick from. Well, what they can pick through that wall.
Yeah.
But I'm really interested to see the powers mutating. Well, funny you say that, Jen, because there's two things I want to go with that. So we don't sort of see Sadie Sink, but we see Sadie Sink based on the last trailer. There's been a lot of theories going around of who she could be. One of the theories out there is that she's Jean Grey. And we're jumping. Don't make that face, Mickey.
I've been arguing with people all day about this. Like,
let's not argue. Let's just have like a good
Oh
banter.
no, not like serious arguing. Just more like, come on, guys, I'm fighting for my life here.
I want to throw a question to Megan too on this as well when you're done.
Okay, so I'll give my inclination.
Okay,
who else could it be? No, I'm going to Megan, Jen. Hold on. Who else could it be?
It could be quite a few people, actually. It could be Firestar, who is a mutant who he met in college along with Iceman, and they formed Spidey and his Amazing Friends.
That would be dope.
That would be
that. Yeah.
It could be. I know a lot of people say like Hope Summers, Rachel Summers, all the Summers, whatever. I don't think it's going to be that big of an X-Men character
connection.
Because Marvel fought for how many years to get the rights to the mutants, and you're just going to go give one of the most iconic ones to a movie with Sony?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense now since you said it that way, Megan. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, that makes a lot of sense because we know how Sony plays too. Like they
Yeah.
don't.
Goodness, yes.
This is the only time we'll ever see Spider-Man is like in this capacity when he
Right.
could have easily swung through Hell's Kitchen a few times. But that's neither here nor there.
True.
Jen, who do you think Sadie Sink's character is? That makes a good point, Jen. That's a good point.
I want to propose it like this. I'm gonna kind of move away from that because Megan, last time when you were on our show, when we were discussing some of Daredevil, especially with Mrs. Fisk, is there a possibility that she is resurrected and the leader of the Hand, like in the comic books, or are they gonna not do that? You think?
You mean Mrs. Vanessa?
Yes.
I don't think they're going to do it in the movie because Kingpin can't be in the movies. The only reason they did that was so she could fight Kingpin. They only did it so he could prove himself worthy to be in control of the Hand.
I see.
Yeah. Okay. The Hand, I think, is going to be a very, very minor character, but we're led to think that they're way more. There's someone else playing. Someone is in charge of the Hand. They just doesn't do things. You know, like after Daredevil kind of wrecked their lives, they need a leader. Elektra was the leader. Now it's like, now you guys are just in New York in broad daylight. What are you're going crazy?
They are just out here. So, but somebody's pulling the strings, right? Like that's the
you think it's Charles,
idea.
Maybe, or is Charles working for the person who might be in charge of the Hand?
Charles Xavier?
Not Charles. Why am I? Hold on.
Mr. Charles?
Thank you. Yes.
Mr. Charles. I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's off doing his own thing with Bullseye. I don't think he's in New York.
Yeah, I only thought about it because I found it interesting that we were bringing Mr. Charles in. I like how we had him in Daredevil, but yet at the same time, I'm like, what else are you gonna do with him? Because you actually got a pretty big name to play Mr. Charles, who I think is the most ideal actor to portray him. And I couldn't help but wonder, like, looking at all the chess pieces, because we know who's going to be Mayor and Spider-Man now that Fisk is gone. So I'm just wondering, what bigger role he has to play in all of this, and if it's going to connect to Spider-Man at all.
I think it's going to stay more street level, whatever it is, especially since he has Bullseye. So I think like the Defender series, whatever's going to happen in the season 3 of Daredevil Born Again, I think it's going to have a lot to do with him because, I mean, what can he do? It might be very well be one of those where he can't bounce around from movie to TV show.
True.
Yeah, because just depending on how those licenses and stuff works and those agreements, yes, Marvel has X-Men, but now I can't stop thinking, Megan, what you talked about, because I thought it was Jean Grey too, and I'm like, would that be the rollout? You got me rethinking it. Like, would that be the way I do my X-Men rollout since I got them all now? To include it in this as for Sony is interesting. It's an interesting like pivot for me.
Connective tissue to Doomsday, since we know we have X-Men in there.
But we have a different Jean Grey in there. We have a different universe as X-Men in there. We don't have new X-Men that we know.
We don't have new X. Yeah, that's right.
True.
This is okay. And who was your pick again? Because here's the thing. There's we have Scorpion.
There's a few things they could be, but I think I go back and forth on who I think it is. I think Typhoid Mary makes the absolute most sense, but that she's already been done in Iron Fist, so that's out. I also think there is a big possibility that no one is thinking that it could be a character we're not thinking of that's gender swapped, like the Tinkerer. That's in the comic. That's someone who is a villain to Spider-Man, more specifically Spider-Man, who makes all these weapons, who's a super genius. Like, why aren't we thinking of those? Why does it have to be Jean?
Who could jump like that? Like the mind jumping? Like who other than does anybody ring a bell?
Xavier's twin sister. She was in Daredevil.
Cassandra Nova. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I honestly anything that was in Daredevil and Wolverine.
I mean, not
or-
Daredevil. Deadpool. I'm
Deadpool
sorry.
and Wolverine.
Deadpool,
I do
yeah.
the same damn thing.
Both
Anyone that
Brandon
was in that, don't ever think to see them again because that was all from Ryan Reynolds' head. That was not from Marvel's. That was not from like their grand scheme.
It wasn't. There was that own little pocket, but I guess we will get Channing Tatum out of that little pocket, but
Which is
that felt
weird.
like its little own. Hey, they made it work, Megan.
They
Somehow
did.
I was so happy
that worked.
when
And I'm like,
when I saw that, oh my gosh, I was so happy.
I was just really surprised it worked. And that suit on camera looked
It looked dope.
better than I thought it ever would look. So we were all like wrong. I'll say it. I was wrong on that. I was like, Channing Tatum. We're playing him like this. Okay. I'm not hard to please,
I
man.
love the Creole accent. I love the Creole accent he did. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if he's gonna do good, but he's wanted this for damn near 20 years. So
For a
I'm gonna
long
like
time.
it no matter what. I'm gonna support it because it's like we're seeing his dreams.
Yeah, and I think I would hope it changed because we knew we had like that one Gambit from from Origins, right? Like
Taylor,
that whole movie was just a
Taylor something or not. I liked him as a grounded Gambit, but like the whole movie was
the movie was flawed.
it happened.
All the way to the top. But just given this one too, we see John Bernthal as Punisher in this one too. We saw him in the first trailer. Now we saw him really like quickly in passing. This one made it feel like he and Spider-Man know each other pretty well for him to just show up or at least seeing each other enough to take MJ over to Frank's. And it looks like Frank is helping him out on something, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think? What do we think the Punisher's role is in this movie too?
I tell you what, MJ's gonna put Punisher through it. Like this scene
You think
right
so?
here, yeah. When she like gives that sass, I'm like, oh, Punisher, you kill people, but you're not ready for her. So I'm excited to see where that goes. So that actually is Sadie. They did the whole turn up the brightness on it, and
They did.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
That is her. Yeah, she has like a baseball
Dang.
cap under that. She's wearing like a ski mask. And it's like, why would Jean Grey be wearing that? They don't show her hair, by the way. And I want to
So we
point
don't
out.
even know if it's red.
Yeah, I want to point out. Sadie Sink said like 6 months ago, I could be wearing a wig. Don't just think I'm a redhead character. So there's that.
Ooh. Okay.
See, and this is a good thing because we can talk about the villains that we've seen too, right? So we did see Scorpion, which is going to be dope to see.
Mhm.
On here now,
And he's
we
wanted
see
this for a number of years too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we've seen the hand. We don't know who's in control, but we see them,
Puppet Master.
and we see Sadie Sink as character later to be determined.
Yeah.
How many villains we got it? Toombs, how many villains we got in this movie?
A lot.
Megan, like
I think
like this?
the number doesn't quite I think they're all going to be one montage. Most of them.
like the first trailer, how they were going through the comic books.
Yeah, that's
sort
what
of
I
deal
think it's
like
going to
that.
be. So like
That's a lot to
there's
shoehorn in.
So there's a
Wow.
comic out right now. The second issue came out today, actually. It's called The Spectacular Spider-Man Brand New Day. And I was like, obviously, I'm going to read this. So
course.
in the comic, Spider-Man breaks into Wilson Fisk's house and gets something called the Lexicon. The Lexicon has all of the New York's villains information in there. And in my head, I'm like, what if he's using the Lexicon at first? And that's why we see a whole montage of him just taking these guys out. That would make sense. But in that one, whoever Sadie Sink has not shown up yet. But the main villain is Mr. Negative, who is using something called the Devil's Breath. You may know that from the games.
From the game, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he's using to control everyone and turn them evil, which he does to the Punisher.
That's okay. So do we think?
They're pulling
Do
from
we think that?
somewhere.
Oh man, do we think that's Sadie Sink's character? A swap, perhaps, or do we get a Mr. Negative solely?
That would be dope.
I actually don't. I don't know. Like, why are
Neither
they
do
doing
I,
this?
man.
It's gonna be someone that like no one expects. Because like, I will go down fighting that it's not Jean Grey. I will not if she
This
introduces
is a
herself as
hill
Jean
you
Grey.
will die on.
Like, if she introduces herself as Jean Grey, I'm gonna need to like slice her open and see that X gene because I will not believe you. no matter what you say.
Yeah,
It makes no sense.
You make complete sense though, Megan, because I wouldn't roll my X-Men out like that.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't,
exactly.
I would, yeah, I wouldn't do that. And now since you put that into my mind, and then the whole Devil's Breath stuff with Mr. Negative, that might be even a doper storyline to run with, because and this feels like a typical, like, Spider-Man has never like fully like had like one villain to like. Granted, he's had like, you know, Goblin and Kingpin and all that, but I like seeing his rogues gallery, especially in a movie like this too, because at street level he's gonna run into multiple ones, not just one big bad every single movie. So we got to figure out who's controlling the hand. We get a battle with Scorpion. We get everybody else, who else is in this, whoever the villain might be, and it comes out July 31st, and we're not too far away from it.
Nope.
They did a hell of a job keeping all this secret, though. Like, good for Tom Holland. He even kept his marriage secret. Good for him.
I think. Well, the only way people found out the marriage was like the tattoo they had, like the T and the.
No, it was her. Who is it? Who is it, Jen? Who is the person that styles her? Her stylist. It is her stylist. Her stylist said, "Oh, you guys already missed the wedding." He said that on the red carpet, and that's how everyone knew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like
good for them.
She came out before that comment. She came out already wearing the ring, which people are like, "Oh my gosh, they're engaged. How long will it be?" And then it was just like so quick.
But then they didn't know, because she was promoting the drama, which is like a movie about marriage. So they're like, "Wait a minute, she's also wearing a white dress on the carpet. What does this mean?" And her media skills need to be studied, because she kept everyone guessing.
Oh yeah, she like. We have to remember Zendaya has been doing this since Disney Channel days. Like, she has been around for years. So she knows how to operate the red carpet like no biscuit. 1,000,000%.
About two more things real quick before we jump to our next one with this one, because I know we saw Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, but Bruce Banner's like inhibitor warning his wrist thing. We saw that, remind me if I forgot. We saw that in She-Hulk, right?
Yes.
He showed that to her in She-Hulk, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apparently that gets smashed, and that's how he becomes Hulk again, or another variation to be determined. That's all. I'm going to do that. Everything I speculate is going to be determined from here on out. But like, what's the Hulk's presence going to bring to this movie? Just based off this trailer now. We were smashing stuff, obviously. But
he did the classic clap. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But what does he bring to this before we get to Doomsday?
Here, like, okay, none of these characters, I don't think any of these characters are going to be in Doomsday. Whoever Sadie Sink is going to be in Secret Wars. So that's something to keep in mind. But to this story, he is the only person that Spider-Man can ask about his mutation to. No one else. He's the only super genius he knows, apparently. Well, you know, since Tony died.
Well, since Tony's not there, yeah.
Yeah. So I think, what if this movie is happening simultaneously as Doomsday, since they said none of these characters aren't going to be there?
Okay, so
which would be interesting.
Yeah.
So let's think. Oh man. All right. So let's think. So let's think timeline here real quick. So we got Daredevil. And then while Daredevil was going on, that's when the Punisher was doing his stuff in the special that we got towards the end, right? This picks up after that. Brand New Day picks up after the Punisher's
one day
special
of whatever he was doing.
Yeah, one hell of a day too.
It was a heck of a day.
If you want the best illustration of what a bad day looks like, watch that special.
It's true, but then so we move to this one, and then you're thinking that this one's running side by side with Doomsday, which makes it why they're not. How big Doomsday feel like it's gonna be a big deal, though? You know, just like an earth-stopping thing for some reason in my mind, but maybe I'm wrong about it.
It very well could be, but it could also take place on another planet, like Battle World.
Battle World, yeah, Megan. I knew you were gonna say that.
I know. I hate it when people say it to me too.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It's like when people say, "Well, it's the multiverse." Like, just shut up. Just stop it.
Don't remind us.
I know there's options. Don't come at me with your facts.
Yeah.
Oh,
About a World would be dope though. Like it makes sense from like some of the stuff we've seen. Like even the Wakanda trailer from Doomsday kind of makes sense with just a wasteland. I don't know. That could be. Anyway, we don't want to go down that rabbit hole either. We got a whole 6 more months before we get there.
And still no trailer.
And still no. Well, you got what? 4 little itty bitty teasers.
Those were, first of all, okay.
Itty bitty.
I am so 100% sure. I am so sure they filmed those just for that. Like the only one I think is going to show up in that movie is the Wakanda one. Nothing else.
That one felt like a movie, a scene from a movie.
The other
others
ones
just felt like, oh, we got Thor with his daughter and just talking on,
Yeah, you just
praying
have
on his
Scott
knee.
Summers exploding the world with his eyes. Yeah, that's
Okay, I ain't
it.
gonna lie.
With Professor X gravely
Megan,
talking from the great beyond.
Megan, that could be the whole movie. It's just him hitting that. I'm done. I'm like, all right, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 because I've waited to see that for so long.
And in the suit,
the suit looks so good.
Oh God!
Speaking of suits too, if you do have Spider-Man on PlayStation or PC, they're uploading this suit to the game, the Tom Holland suit. So there's some free DLC for you. Then they promised another piece of a game or another story, but that never came. But hey, you can swing around in the suit of Spider-Man this year. That's a consolation.
I like.
I just wanted more Spider-Man. I just wanted more Spider-Man.
Yeah, and Tom Holland said he was involved in doing the suit, and I'm like, just stop. You're gonna get me pregnant. Oh my God.
Well, this has been like, again, we saw the suit he made in his first movie, and it was very like childlike and just like, hey, I just put stuff together. But now, like, he has that design and what he wants to be like and look like, and it looks dope. He has to take care of it. So hopefully he has more than one suit, because I'm sure we'll get a half sort of face sort of thing with the mask by the end of it. I mean, it just happens. It's Spider-Man. Organic webs back. That's a dope. Go ahead, man.
So happy.
Yeah. Well, where's Venom?
Where's Venom?
Remember when we got like, what was it? 2 different scenes showing Venom looking at Spider-Man.
True.
And then if he's going to be in Secret Wars, that's where he gets the black suit. So in between Secret Wars and here, where is he?
I forgot about that. Like Venom's just done though, right? Like that's still Sony's property. Isn't it?
Tom Hardy is done, but Venom, it's the little goo.
The symbiote. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it has to be in this movie because it's not going to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars. That's not a Sony movie.
Oh my gosh.
You don't think that's going to be too much?
And also getting Venom in this? My friend.
I think it might be like a post-credit scene.
Because that's who we're waiting on, right? Like if we're waiting for somebody for Spider-Man, we're waiting on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
agreed.
And you could, and the movies were what they were, right? Like they were what they were.
Tom Hardy tried his best,
and I was just like, Venom looks like he looks because of Spider-Man again. That's where I couldn't let go of that. There were some things I couldn't let go in those 3 movies that they made of Venom. Man, got a trilogy.
Mm-hmm, he did.
Tom Hardy tried his best. No one else did. Tom Hardy did.
Man got a trilogy. But man, anything else you want to pull from this one real quick before we hop on?
I have to jump on what Megan said about post-credit scene. People, please remember, here's your PSA from All-Star Fandom. Stay to the end of the credits. Do not get up from that theater until the credits have concluded and you have seen that there is or is not something. All you people who went to He-Man and got up and left, you missed 2 of them. Shame. Stay with your butts in the seat. Thank you.
But I think, Jen, if it's a Marvel movie, we're staying there until those lights come up in the theater.
With what I saw,
but sometimes the lights come up before.
Oh, they do.
Especially if there's two. Yeah, because there's one at the end, all the way at the end. There's some all the way at the end that Disney Plus doesn't even let you watch them because they're like, oh, next movie. And you're like,
Yeah,
"No."
yeah, I hate that. Yeah, I hate that. You gotta let that ride out, Disney Plus. Like you gotta
And
let
there's
all the
definitely
way.
gonna be two here because there has to be one for Spider-Man, how he gets into like Secret Wars and all that, and there has to be one for Doomsday itself because this is the last movie before Doomsday.
Yep.
This is
all
it.
we're getting.
This
Yeah.
is the only piece of content
it.
from Marvel for the next sequel. Yeah, once it drops in July, we got
So stay
4 or
tuned
5
for
months
the
left.
Stay.
This is, but it's good to see. Honestly, I like the Hulk. He's here. I thought I was pretty much done with the Hulk because I saw every variation of him pretty much, and I was okay. And I was okay with that. I saw the Rage Monster. I saw Ragnarok. I saw Professor Hulk. I was like, I didn't have a problem with it. I am sort of mad he didn't get his lick back from Thanos though. That's the only one because he deserved his lick back.
I don't think he did because he wimped out on Bruce Banner when he needed help and said, "No, I'm not coming out. You got to use the Hulkbuster suit." And it's like, bro, you have one job, and you didn't do that one job.
One job.
You're right, but I didn't think that. I might get in trouble for saying this. Hulk was a punk in that, man. Like
For sure.
he was a punk.
Yeah.
Don't say no. Like no. Like yes, you get out here and you be Hulk. Like he's like got his ass whooped so bad he left, man.
Well, you have to think we've never seen him lose. And
Yeah.
so he probably has an ego the size of him. And when
Right.
he does lose, he's like, I'm not losing again. That guy messed me up. You see what he
Boy,
did with Loki?
he comboed him, man. Like Thanos was
He
just
literally-
that's
he
the
comboed
difference
him
from
with
having
it.
like power and like punching hard or just having like technique. Technique will always win. Like at the end of the
Always.
day. And Thanos showed him that. But man, I can't wait to see this movie. We're probably gonna rewatch this trailer a few more times just to see what we can pinpoint. I really want to take a look at that board that Ned had. They froze on that just for a little bit.
Oh yeah,
But I want to sort of take a look at that.
I want to
Again,
know if that was Robbie Robertson that we saw talking to Spider-Man in here. Because if so, that means that was at the Daily Bugle. And that means Spider-Man might work at the Daily Bugle.
he has to at this point, though, right?
Yeah.
Like it's there. It's all lined up for him. Because
It's all right here.
Do we know? I don't know who he's playing. I don't have the cast list for who he's playing.
No one knows. A lot of people think he's damage control and all that, but I think it's Robbie Robertson. Why would he just be sitting talking to Peter Parker?
Yeah, and Robbie was always nice. So
he was very nice.
Like,
He put Jonah Jameson to shame.
Yeah, he was always nice. I liked everybody like Robbie, man. Come on.
Very sweet.
But we'll run through it one more time just to look and talk over it, just to see if anything pops up. But
yay.
I don't know what else we have to cover. We're a month away. I think we're getting everything that we want from this trailer. If you thought the last one was too, I guess, gloomy or dark, this one it gave you enough, I think, that just sort of gave it a balance. Because it's kind of hard to figure out the tone a little bit. Because, Tom Holland's talking about, like, it could be like, if we brought up the depression piece too, he's got to be. He's got to be.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
Why would they want to talk to Peter? No one knows Peter.
No. Nobody.
But also going back,
that ain't cool, man.
It was a really weird. Well, it's true. Doctor Strange made it so. But if you go back a little bit, you see like there's like this force field that's happening. The only person that's not affected by it is the Punisher.
He walked right through it, didn't he?
He did.
So what's that? There's the that's Sadie. Where'd it go? So right there.
He was standing right in. I'll go back.
Yeah.
So like, what's all this? And why doesn't it impact him? Because he's just a human.
That's interesting.
Unless he has the devil's breath stuff, and it can't be impacted.
There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go,
Megan. Food for thought, man. Like that was because I'm off the Jean Grey train. I'm off it. I'm completely.
It's a scary place to be because you don't have a solid answer when someone says, "So who do you think?" I don't know. Don't ask me that part. I don't know. I just know she's not her.
Yeah, that rollout wouldn't be that. That wouldn't be my rollout either. Like if I had the keys to car, I got the X-Men finally. I'm gonna do X-Men, like how I want to do X-Men. Not throwing them in a Sony movie. I think that's the biggest thing.
If it does end up being Jean Grey, can we delete this episode?
Yeah.
No. Be on the lookout for that clip of all the possibles.
My public apology, but like, I'm not gonna be happy about it. I'm not gonna be nice.
Listen, if people can complain that there is not enough green in a Lanterns trailer, we can be honest about characters who we want and not want.
That was a whole thing in itself. They said, "Oh, it's not green enough." It's like, what? It is a green lantern.
What did you say?
Well, y'all set me up for this one perfectly. Speaking of something green, that people
could have gone either way.
That people have been having a little discourse about is the Shrek 5. We saw the teaser trailer maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe. It was